Hi everyone, I'm in conversation with Yashodhara Sherkar. Yashodhara is an alumni of the AKANSHA Foundation, and she has, I think, reached great heights as a cyclist. She has represented both internationally and nationally. She's represented India for championships. And in fact, I understand won a bronze medal for her first ever international cyclist championships, which was when she went to the 13th South Asian Championships in 2019. So thank you so much, Yashodhara, for being a part of Melting Pot.
Yes, thank you, Paya, for inviting me here.
Okay, great. So Yashodhara, can you tell me how you got connected with Akanksha?
Yes, so Kancha, it actually started from my school, where in 2007 I got into KCTVN Vidyaniketan. It's one of the Akansha schools in Pune. So from there itself, I got an association with Akansha. Then I passed out from 10th standard with the same school. And even after the school, Akansha has always been into my life. Like they keep, like there's an alumni group we have that keeps check on all the alumni. So Akansha has been a really big role in my life.
So what are some of your favorite memories that you can recall from your time at school?
Yeah, so they were amazing. The school memories are amazing. I don't want to change any of it. Few of the most like really dear memories were like we had a Diagon Alley project. So one of the we were reading Harry Potter in from sixth standard itself. One of our teachers, Kancha, uh, she was our English teacher then, so she got us introduced to reading sections. So we involved Harry Potter in it. So getting Harry Potter into our real life, we created a Diagon Alley project. So where we had to uh, make the Diagon Alley into existence. So we had different corner shops, magic wand shops. So that was really an amazing memory for me. Apart from that, there were school function, like there were sports days, animal functions. So there were lots of creativity activities going on in school, which were amazing. Like they keep on adding to the memories.
Okay, and who at Akanksha you would say is, or I would say continues to be a role model for you?
So who in Akanksha becomes
Yeah,
role? Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So one of the biggest role models is our principal, Shalin Didi.
Okay.
The reason why she's a role model is because she is the one, like a strong pillar for our school. She held us everyone together, and she keeps on inspiring students too. So she also comes to teach, check on classes, how's everything going on. So she's really amazing personality and has been a big role model. Also inspires us. Like every time I visit school, even now, she's there as inspiring, like encouraging to do more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you think that the Akanksha, the education that you got from the Akanksha school that you attended um, has given you um, has given you a learning which is beyond learning through books. That's what is my understanding from what you're saying.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the education in conscious schools. I would prefer to say like that, because it's completely different. We don't go by the books itself. We have different activities like which will improve our soft skills and confidence in real life also. So it's not like a regular school where we have to just go for the grades. It's also more like improving your personality. You can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when did you get into cycling? Is that something which
Yeah. So
grew organically as the love of your life and the passion? or sort of someone kind of directed you towards cycling? How did it actually happen?
So cycling, it's actually a very unpredictable event, you can say. What happened was in 10th, I was in 10th standard. There were national competitions going to be held near my house itself, not too far. It was just 1 kilometer from my house. So I just went there to see how exactly cycling is, what exactly cycling is, because we didn't have this cycling, or you can say shot put. All these events were not in school at that time. In school, what was famous was volleyball, throw ball, all team events. So cycling. So just went to see the cycling, like how exactly cycling is. So I got introduced to the MTB Nationals in 2013 itself when I was in 10th standard, and I luckily got a chance to participate in nationals in that nationals, and it was
Which
amazing.
year did you participate? So then obviously, you couldn't have just, there must have been a process, right? You
Yeah.
must have done training, you
Yeah.
must have been guided. So how long from when you first went to that cycling event uh, to you actually participating in it? Like, what was the duration?
Yeah, so that's 2013. That was my first introduction to cycling. You can say I went there just to see the cycling, how exactly is cycling. After that, I got interested because I saw how the nationals were held and how the competitors were so keen to win, and even if they were falling down, they were ready to get back up on the bike and get going. So that inspired me, and after that I wanted to go for the training process, like where exactly how can I get a training for that. So there were a few coaches in my locality itself where I got introduced to them. I've trained with a few of them for my first 2 years. I was just going through basics of cycling, and because there are lots of there are three types of cycling. There are actually many types of cycling, but I have been participating in three types, so which is track cycling, road cycling, and an MTB cycling. So I got introduced to road cycling from like 2 years later on, and so my start was itself in MTB itself.
Okay. What is MTB?
So MTB is basically mountain bike cycling.
Mountain bike cycling. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and road cycling is purely a completely road event. So
Yeah.
it has to be on highways or really smooth roads. And there's a third types of cycling, which is a track cycling, where a velodrome is involved. They have a proper track where you have to practice, and yeah,
So
so
then
you can.
for each, yeah, so for each type of cycling, you need a different bike, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So then how what do you think? I mean, so when you went on your first international championships event in 2019,
Yeah.
what was the experience like?
Okay, it was amazing, speechless, I would say. It was, yeah, because there was a lot of competition to get into the international event. So like we had to go through some competitions first, priorly trials, where we have to take the timings, get into the list where we can get selected. And once I was selected, I was shocked because it was like amazing. That dream was for 7 years I've been holding on, and I finally got the chance to play for it. And I didn't know exactly how India team goes there. So the whole traveling process from the point where we are on the airport till the events, to the venues, to the practice on the venues, and then winning the medal after the medal ceremonies, all this stuff was mesmerizing, you can say.
So I mean, there must have been a specific uh, time duration or specific event that you must have participated in, right? Which one
Yeah.
was that?
So for internationals level, we have we only the national level national medalists are qualified because it's a very big event. So basically, anyone who has a national medals can get themselves doing practice and get back into the event. So they held a trial, like 2 to 3 trials before the international events, where you have to participate, show your results, come into the rankings, first three rankings, and then they select you from that. So for us, only two were selected for from the girls event. Two were selected. Yeah, so that's how I went for that.
That's how you went. Okay. And you did everyone proud by winning a
Yes.
bronze medal.
Yeah.
So tell me I mean, to be a professional cyclist, what are some of the challenges that you faced?
Yes. So lots actually. You can have challenges like, yeah, but there was like three different. I would suggest, I would prefer it breaking down into three. Like, there was an educational challenge, psychological challenge, as well as financial challenge. So as you already know, like, cycling is very expensive sports. So everything costs money, from the wheels to the bolts to the shoes to equipment. Everything costs money. So it was really hard for a middle class family to get into such an expensive sports. So one of the financial problem challenges, you can say, they were there. And later on, educational challenge. So what happens was, my practice sessions were so lengthy, so hardworking. Like, I did had energy to again go back there and concentrate on studies. So that was a really big impact on my, like, it even was an impact, but yeah, it was really, like, I was lagging behind in education, therefore. And then there was like third, psychological. So basically, it's not a winning every time, it's also losing. So when you put lots of effort into it, we we want a 100% guarantee that yes, I am going to be the winner. But sometimes it doesn't happen. Lots of people are supporting you, we want to make them proud. So you need to have that, the stability, you can say.
And
So
the mental strength. You need
yeah,
to have the mental strength. Yeah, yeah,
right.
that's true. Because I think in with any sport, if you become a professional, it's you win some, you lose some. You can't always be winning. So for you
Yeah,
to
that's
have
right.
the ability to accept that, okay, this time, it was not my day and someone did better than me, but the next time I'll be up, I think and is it something that while you were at school, is it something that um, you may have picked up from your teachers, or was this a part of your initial education as well to
That,
mentally?
yeah. So I would, yeah, you can say it was like, uh, what happened was, Akansha, it was the first time some school that was going against the education system, teaching in different way. So we had some parents had this mentality that how are you going to get good grades if you're going to learn like this? Why are you reading storybooks? You need to have that academic books in your hands. So, every time there will be oppositions, there will be some people saying, like, why not this? Why are you not doing it normal way? So, yeah, you can say it was from the school itself, get adapted to going against the flow, or like, if you're willing to do it, you need to have that strength, stability to push yourself. So,
And
yeah, it was there from school itself.
from school, and how supportive has Akanksha been, because you're an alumni, and you're obviously a role model for a lot of the students within the Akanksha network. So, what kind of support are you continuing to get from Akanksha?
Yes, so after school, there was lots of support actually. Like, from the career guidance itself, because I was choosing something different career, like cycling as my profession now. But then I wanted something to do, like, only cycling cannot help me. I even want to complete my education, graduation. So which degree should I prefer, go to? These all career counseling sessions were done with my few teachers, like, there was with Kancha Didi, I have done one session. So a lot of school teachers were involved in my career sessions. And then the second thing was Appa Bhaiya, who was my physical education teacher. He is still in KCTVN. So even he was there to push me forward for sports, like exactly whatever, wherever I needed requirement for sports. So he has a lot of knowledge of sports. He knows exactly how a sports mentality works. So he was there to understand me at every point whenever I was like lagging behind or I had some confusion. I would prefer to go to him and like clear the doubts out and get the boost of energy to fight back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So,
And
yeah.
yeah, so there was even Kancha as well, like I said, cycling was really financially a really finance was really big challenge for me. Um, in later years, Akanksha has helped me in getting the financial help also. Like when there was sponsors, they were getting me attached to the sponsors where I could tell like my they may help me made a portfolio for my sports event so that I can get sponsored also. So one of the sponsored I got was Wellspun company. So they helped me for like almost 1.5 year. So I'm very thankful for those events.
Okay. So now, during the pandemic, how are you managing to keep, keep going? Are you able to continue with your training? Has it impacted you in any way?
Yes, COVID has impacted lots of sectors, lots of careers, but I'm complete like I'm focusing more on physical strength right now, getting the body into right shape because only training is not important. Even recovery sessions, getting the body into its proper like boost energy where you can when you are on cycle you can get all 100% out. So you need lots of recovery, even body needs to be fit. So this all things, yes, COVID does has impacted, but there are like home trainers also where you can train at home itself. So not so much. You can say it has impacted like 20-30%.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're continuing with your training.
Yeah.
That's, I
Right.
mean, not on the bike, but otherwise. Yeah. And I think it's very important. You're absolutely right when you say that mental, physical, is as important as being on the bike. So yeah, that it's all, I mean, I think every aspect of sports is interconnected. It's not just the actual sport, whether it's tennis or cycling or whatever it may be. There are so many other factors that are equally or sometimes even more important. So yeah, so I think that's the good focus. So what are your future aspirations?
I want to give back to cycling or some part of my career also, because I think at few points India is lagging behind because of few reasons that I found myself. So I don't want to disclose over here because of my I don't know, just
Yeah, no,
yeah. But I will be getting back to sports. Yeah, I'm not comfortable, you can say, but I'll be getting back and giving back to the sports that I've been doing for so many years. So that could be like becoming a coach for few of them, few students, so where I can tell them like exactly how it works, how they can do it. And apart from cycling, you can say as career aspects, I have big goals.
you have what?
I have big goals, and
Have big
yeah,
goals.
yeah.
Okay.
So working on it. Yeah.
Working on it. Okay, that's good. That's very encouraging. And you're saying it with a smile and the twinkle in your eyes, which means that you've already kind of got everything sorted and planned. How do you? And I'm sure you're going to achieve it.
Thank you.
How so I'm sure a lot of the Akanksha students from your old school must look up at you to possibly also get inspired by you. So do you ever go back to school and do you get invited to talk to the younger kids?
Yes, I do get invited sometimes. Recently, I was there for 15th August, Independence Day, where I got chance to go back to my school and talk with kids, like really small kids. Now the school has started it from like second standard itself, so they were really young kids who I can talk with and tell my careers, like cycling career, into simple words.
Yeah. Yashodhara seems to have lost the internet connection from her end. So I think I will end this conversation now. But I just want to say that I really, really enjoyed talking to her. And I'm sure all of you will be equally inspired.